So this video is going to be more of a rant video about improvement. I have a few talking points, but mostly this will be off the cuff. I'll have timestamps about talking points in the description if you want to skip to a section. If you know a friend who's been picking up fighting games and getting frustrated, send them this video, maybe it'll help. If you enjoy videos like this, please like and subscribe, as I'll be making more on top of tutorial videos like this. Alright, so I've been talking to friends, people online, and also just self-reflecting. There's a few concepts that always come back no matter what game I'm playing. Anyone who's tried to be good at something knows how much of the journey is mental rather than physically playing the game. The fear, disappointment, fighting your ego, caring too much or too little, etc. There's so much, and sometimes it feels so silly because it's just a game, but if you choose to be really good at a game, it's important to you. To make all this simple, I'll break down 5 ideas that you should keep in mind if you want to improve at any competitive game. Number 1, and I know this sounds super silly, but enjoy the game. Enjoy being bad at it, enjoy learning it, enjoy taking it seriously. I know this sounds so obvious, but I see too many people that enjoy their game, that don't enjoy their game and rage constantly. They still grind it to be good because they convince themselves that once they get the rank or they get good, quote unquote, now the game will be good. People might even trick you into thinking that also, oh, you don't like the game because you haven't learned how to do A to Z. Once you learn that, you'll love it, trust me. Well, you need to enjoy the game enough to go through A to Z. You might not like this game at first, but start to play the game to enjoy it before you take it too seriously. Think about how easy it is as kids when you just picked up a game. It was very carefree, without caring about ranks, competition, who's the stronger character, etc. Just get in tune with your inner kid, and if you can't, don't worry. Honestly, it's just a game. You can put it to the side. You don't have to be good at every game. Number 2, now that you enjoy the game and want to improve, do you believe in your character? Now, this is probably the most common setback people face. If you think your character sucks and becomes an excuse for you not to performing well, then why are you playing this character? If it's for fun, then sure, that's fine, but also be okay with losing more then, or having to struggle more. If that's not what you want, do yourself a favor and pick the best character out of the characters you enjoy. Stop with the bullshit and convenient excuses for being bad. The best blend is a character that wins but also fun to you. Remember, the most important thing is having fun. If you play a character that is all fun, but you get mad that you're losing and constantly make excuses because this character is bad, you will not grow, but just get better at accepting your flaws because your character is bad, quote unquote. This character should make you curious enough about the game that you want to learn more. You want to be strong, you want to be the best. And if you don't believe that your character can do that, then you are completely stunting your growth. Number 3, so you enjoy the game, you probably still struggling to find your character, but let's assume you found one that you want to get good with, right? Learn to ask the right questions. There's a big difference between asking, how do I play as Zetterburn versus how do I apply pressure with Zetterburn if my opponent likes to shield grab all my approaches. One question is extremely vague and doesn't help you break down the problem, and the latter lets you focus exactly on what you can improve on. The more specific you break down the problem, the easier it is to process. I don't know how many times I've gotten vague questions and it's too hard to answer, like, what do I do against this character? It's too vague for you to get concrete help, and it's too vague for me to really give you a good answer. Be specific. Ask yourself questions before and after the match to help focus, and you will see improvement. Number 4. Now, this is a spicy one and probably the root cause of so many fighting game discourse, whether it's Smash, Street Fighter, Tekken, Ultimate, whatever it is, right? So number 4, take accountability. Some characters might be stronger, some might be broken, some moves might be crazy, etc. Whatever it is, the more you focus on things you can't control, the more time you waste. Oh my god, I hate Claren, her stupid range, and oh my god, her grabs into easy follow-ups. There's nothing you can do about it. I hate this character. If you've caught yourself before saying similar things, you have officially gave yourself a convenient excuse to lose. This character needs to be nerfed. The more you think like this, the less you take control of your wins and losses. Yeah, sure, some characters might deserve nerfs here and there, but to make this your focus will stunt your growth. If you're only losing because of the game, then the only thing you can do is wait for the game to be patched. This is probably the biggest limiter to intermediate players because they think they know enough, so their opinions feel more justified. But by thinking like that constantly, you don't give yourself any room to work on. Be honest with yourself. How much focused practice do you have against this character? Have you ever even labbed the character? Have you ever tried to figure out ways to fight this character, or are you just meeting them in ranked and you hate it, you get pissed off, and you just avoid the character now? Have you ever tried to actually put in time and practice to learn the matchup? Yeah, but this pro said this matchup is pretty bad. It's not just me. You are not them. They are not you. The people they play are not the people you play. You have tons to learn and tons you can improve on. Don't take the struggle of others as your own. Practice, learn, grind, repeat. Be honest with your improvement. Last but not least, be realistic with your goals. Is it realistic that you could win Evo or Genesis in a game you pick up right now? Maybe. But don't overlook the small steps or goals leading to that. Small goals are gas stops to keep you going further. Without them, you fall into despair and anger, and all of a sudden, it's become so toxic to play a game you once loved. It's easy to not get a good idea of how hard something is when you overlook the steps leading to it. An example of a small goal could be something as simple as, I want to land that kill confirm in a match. I want to edge guard this character at least once. I want to use this move more and figure out how to use it well. Now, what's a bad example of a small goal is, I want to reach this rank. Why? Because achieving a higher rank means you're learning and growing, but that doesn't necessarily happen by grinding rank. How many people do you know have been grinding League, Valorant, or CS for years and are hard stuck silver, hard stuck gold, or whatever rank it is, right? I'm pretty sure CS has different ranks. But with the amount of playtime, you would think they'd be gods by now, but that's not how it works. Practicing and playing are two separate things. Eventually you will plateau or get quote unquote hard stuck, and all that means is you are playing with people at your level. If you want to get higher, get better. Forget the elo hell BS and oh, I'm in losers queue, blah blah blah, whatever it is. Just go learn something new, come back, and analyze your replays. A rank isn't earned through time, but by growth. And this is the growth mindset. If you got this far, thank you for listening. I hope you got something out of it. Let me know your stories in the comments of how it's doing with the games you're trying to learn. Next video will be about how to play offense in Rivals 2, so be sure to subscribe to not miss it. Yeah, I'll see you in practice.